I went to a vision party at the start of the ending of the old year into the new year, and wrote some stuff down, made some plans for this year. However, I feel that I still need another reset because I haven't really started anything I wrote down on my vision board. What about you? Have you started working on your commitments? Have you started anything close to what you have written on your vision board? Let's talk about it. Happy New Year. Welcome to According to MzShellz. Let's talk about it. So, it's January and it's my month. It is my month. And so, my month is not only the first month of the year, but it's my birthday month. And then I'm on the second day. So, you know, the year started, and then voila, I'm celebrating my day. So, I went on a road trip. Yep. I took myself on a road trip, and it was the first one since the pandemic started. I did another one early, just you know, just to get to see my state, the Great Lakes states. And so I went north from where I lived. I went to a city called Frankenmuth. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. But it's basically a little piece of Germany in the center of Michigan. So it's located in central Michigan. And I went actually I got fascinated because there was a previous trip, a group trip I was supposed to be a part of, and it was rescheduled twice. And on the second new date, I wasn't able to make it. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a road trip for my birthday. I chose one other city for it, but when I checked the weather, the snow that eventually did come was actually going to be starting pretty much from the beginning of the trip. And I mean, yeah, I'm in cold country, but I don't like really driving in snow all like that. I do it because I have to do it, but if I have a choice, I wouldn't just deliberately just go driving in the snow. So I said, okay, since the snow is already starting from the beginning of my trip, if I go in that direction, let me see what going north looks like. And I realized that at least I would have a good day and a half before having to even start thinking, okay, I need to navigate through snow. And I'm happy with my choice. So I went. A couple of the shops and stuff were closed because actually I went up on New Year's Eve, and then on New Year's Day I did my sightseeing and touring. So a lot of those places were closed. However, I still had fun. I just walked around. I did the museum tour. Then I went to some of the original stores that was in the city when it started out, or the township. And then I had authentic Frankenmuth, Bavarian Germany food. And I said, you know what? Some of these stuff I wouldn't have just eaten normally. For that entire weekend, I said, okay, you're going to just try something new. And so, a couple of things I just say, okay, check. I've tried it. One such thing is cottage cheese. Have you ever had cottage cheese? For me, cottage cheese, I just didn't like the look. So I said, I don't like how you look, so I don't think I want to try it. However, it was on the platter with the appetizer. And it took me a good while to taste it, and I said, no, stick to your plan, try the cottage cheese. And I came back to my conclusion, not a fan. What about you? Put it in the comment. Do you like cottage cheese? Is there a food you like that from the look of it, even just by the look, it's not going to be the best in taste? I think for me it was the texture, I don't know. It was fine, I think. And then to really not let my money waste, because I mean it's still a part of the meal. There was this preserve on it. I can't remember the name. I think raspberry was one of the fruits. So to start, it was, so what it was a pate. It was a pate with different original toast made from bread that was made on in the actual property for the restaurant. And I think it's, I guess again, based on how the original settlers used to do stuff. And so we had the cottage cheese, we had that preserve. There's another thing, coleslaw. I don't remember. It was just a big platter of different things. But the pate had the bread and stuff. And then there was some other, I don't remember everything. But it was good. I had fun. I really had fun. I wanted to go check out the brewery because it's that whole area is big on beers and wineries and stuff like that. So even though I don't like beer really, I still wanted to see the whole thing and see what all of that was in, all of that was about and stuff like that. So I plan to go back in the warmer weather where I'll be able to do more. And because technically, because the snow fell the Saturday night, I didn't want a chance getting up in the morning to try going back. Because to be honest, because the air was new to me, I didn't know how much. I knew it was like maybe 2 or so snow, but then where I stayed, I'd have to take some back roads back into the city. And I know some of those, places, the back roads are last to be dealt with as it relates to cleaning snow and stuff like that. And I still needed to head back home, so I didn't want to be like, doing too much and get stuck and can't get back home on time. So I just altered my plans on my birthday, but I still had fun. I had brunch, and they brought a cake and ice cream and everything. So yeah, that was a little bit on my birthday weekend. So I'm just super excited. I give God thanks. Your friend is 45. Yes. And if you didn't know, I did a birthday short, just with all the little shenanigans that I did for my birthday. So check it out. I'll provide the link, so if you missed it, you can check it out. And yeah, so that's how I rang in my new year with my birthday. And I was talking about the vision party. What did you do? What did you do? You can tell me. You can put it in the comments. You can tell me exactly what you did with your New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. And I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, for rocking with me. Don't forget to like and share, because we celebrate all of life's moments on my channel. So we're going to have more turn-up activities. We're going to have more turn-up activities on my channel this year. I'm excited. I've started the planning. Please stay connected. You don't want to miss anything that's going to be coming up. And just keep rocking, keep subscribing, liking, sharing, telling your friends all about it. All right. I also want to just do a real quick shout out to all my Capricorns and all my Aquarian brothers and sisters born in January. Woo, woo. Happy birthday. I hope you have a blast. Keep rocking. This video is launching somewhere in the middle of January. So we still got some more days to go, baby. Let's keep this party going. Ooh, 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 hey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. So guess what? We're in the middle of winter. We've been having snow. You could tell me what your weather is like for this time of the year. I've been seeing some anomalies. Lord of mercy. Anomalies. So like the other day I saw Atlanta was getting snow. I'm like, wow, snowstorm. And I think that those couple of days that Atlanta was getting snow, we were having sun. It was cold, but it was sunshine. But yep, we still have snow on the ground from that same New Year's Day snow I was telling you about. Some snow is still hardened and it melts and hardens and melts and hardens. So it's like a nice icy clump. We still got snow on that hasn't melted really from that first one in January, and we've been adding to it and melting and adding to it. So the other day I picked up a slip. I said, Father God. Father, I was like, thank you, G. I thought that this slip was the day I was going to fall on my bottom. But thank God I stood up strong. And I just started getting my feet back on together, because the other day I woke up and I couldn't walk because my heel, something going on back there. The doctor says some plantar fasciitis. But I just keep resting it and do whatever they said I'm to do. So that sleep was like, not today, devil, not today, not today. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me standing strong. Yeah, so basically that's been going on. That's some of what has been going on from my January. How about you? How have you been doing with your January, your day-to-day? I know a lot of you set resolutions, a lot of you set visions and plans for yourself for this year. And as I said in the beginning, I said I actually made my vision board. Shout out to my girls. We did a vision board party. The host was one of my sisters. Thank you so much for that idea. I had a blast. And so we did it virtually. As I told you, I had already gone on my trip, and there were girlfriends from our home country, Jamaica. Some were living with some of the girls on the call was on the East Coast. There was, let me see, I'm trying to remember. We had different time zones on that call, but it was just really cool, just chilling, all of us online, and we're just sharing our vision, being that support system for each other. And so I'm really excited to see what everybody else does as the year go on. But for me, as I said to you, I don't think it's a case of being stuck. It's just that you start, and whatever happens, you have to stop. Or sometimes you make your list and you can't even accomplish that list. And so I'm going to share with you what I told myself. All right. You have written the vision down. You keep looking at it. You do your positive affirmations. You do a lot of verbal stuff, but there's no action. What I want to encourage you to do is give yourself grace. And even if, and I hope not in your case, even if it does take a minute to get to starting doing don't give up. Keep pressing towards it. So as I said, I haven't started anything on my list, but I've made small moves, some small moves that keeps me motivated. Not necessarily where I want to be, like a little bit more bigger chunks, but I made small moves, and I wanted to keep myself motivated and keep going. So what I would encourage you to do is do the same. Keep going. Give yourself grace. You wake up another day, give God thanks, brush yourself off, try again. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. All right? So don't give up. There is hope. Got it? Good. There is hope. Keep pressing. Don't give up. Keep your mind clear. Keep your memory. I remember watching, I have a couple coaches that I follow. And one of the coaches was talking about bearing in mind your why. As I've been saying from last year, remember, you have the answer to someone's why. So when you wrote, so in this case now it's now a more personal thing. When you wrote your vision board down, when you wrote what you wrote for your vision, what was your why? What was it that initiated that thought? Keep stirring that up. keep thinking about it and keep focusing on that particular thing as you progress through the year. Keep remembering your why and keep making your steps. Even if it's small steps, keep making your steps and conquer your year. Dominate, possess, achieve whatever it is you were planning to do when you wrote that vision on the board. Got it? Got it. All right? So that's what I've been doing for me. That's what I've been telling myself. That's what I've been doing. And so I believe that at the end of the year, those books that I wanted to write from last year will be done this year. And I'm giving God thanks in advance. It will be done. All right? So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Each day, brush yourself off. If you felt like you didn't accomplish that particular goal for yesterday, for whatever reason, just keep your goals attainable and achievable, and keep pressing day by day, one day at a time. Honestly, one day at a time. That's what we have to do it, one day at a time. All right, so this is the month of January, and there's so much sports going on. So much sports going on. I'm enjoying the playoffs for the NFL. The NBA is having changes. CJ McCollum just came back. Kyrie's played part-time. And there's all the drama and all the antics that's going on in the different sports. And so, I don't know what sport you like, but you could always drop it in the comments. What team you're rooting for. As it relates to the different teams and the different seasons that they're in. But I'm having a blast. And guess what? We're in the playoffs of the NFL. So for me, between the NBA and the NFL, I do it one track, man. I don't start even, I'm listening to the NBA, but I really don't start paying close attention till the playoffs. Because, you know, NFL and NBA overlap at some point. And I find the NFL very exciting. And there was another lesson that came out while watching the divisional weekend games. The whole fact that a team effort can really achieve that particular goal. So yeah, you may be starting out by yourself, but the team, the people behind you support you, the family members, or maybe even if it's a distant friend, is very important. And the reason I said that is because of how the games played out. The games have been playing out, and honestly, how the games on Saturday went, I don't think a lot of these sports people saw it coming a mile away. I'm telling you, a lot of these teams were not even considered. Yet they are making their mark, they're shaking up stuff and doing things. And so it really, for me, and I kept saying it as the playoffs turn out, and everybody's saying what they say. I said, you know what, I'm going to take it one day at a time, and I will see what I see. Because I just feel, I just felt deep within that there was an upset coming. And in one day, I got two upsets. I'm like, unbelievable. I'm still even trying to figure out this whole game with the 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. I cannot for the life of me understand what happened. And I made it worse. I fell asleep. And I went back to the app, the NFL app. I went, shout out to NFL, shout out to 49ers, shout out to the Green Bay Packers fans, shout out to the Bengals, shout out to the Titans. And I have no stake in this because my team already went home. My team is already on some beach, chilling and getting ready for next year. Tear. Let's go, Ravens. Woo woo. That's my team. So, don't even let me start talking about my disappointment with that. But let's stay focused. Stay focused. Oh my God. In your comments, shout out your teams in the comments. It doesn't even matter if it's not NFL or NBA. Just shout out your team. If you love sports, Drop the name of your teams in the comment. I want to see. I want to see what you like and what my community loves as it relates to sport. And so in my heart of hearts, I felt that the upset was going to be with the Titans and the Bengals game. Because I'm like, there's no way Aaron Rodgers is going to lose. There's no way he's going to lose. That's what I was saying. I still don't even understand what happened. But what I boiled down to is the fact that the NFL, the teams have 3 different sections. Offense, defense, special teams. And for the 2 games in my, this is just me looking on, in the 2 games, the 2 different games, 2 different conferences, the special teams made a difference. And I'm saying, take a look over your shoulder and make it. I'm coming back full circle to what I'm pointing at now. Take a look over your shoulder and check out who is on your special teams. That person, that individual, that or individuals that root for you in the corner, that keep you going, that check in on you, that say, how are you doing? What's up with you? What's happening? What's going on? That core group of people in your team, in your life, I call that your special teams. And so shout out to our special teams. You're the ones that help us, keep us going, keep us motivated at times so that we can score those goals, score those points, raise that trophy at the end of whatever accomplishment that you wanted to achieve and meet whatever dreams come true. And so when you look at what happened with those 2 games, especially with the, for me, I thought that the game changed for the Bengals when the ball was punted and the punt returner caught it and the other guys was blocking, and he literally ran it back to about like 40 or 30. It was over the 50 mark for sure. And so that was when they scored their first touchdown, because they were always doing field goals. Shout out to those kickers. All right, it gets me annoyed when a lot of them just miss for some reason. Like, I'm not saying that they're not taking their job seriously, but I mean, as much as they think, oh, I just kick this ball, a lot of the times kicking that ball is what determines the end all and the be all of your game, you know, for your team. So shout out to those field goal kickers today that kept the team relevant and in the game, and the special teams moves, you know. So, and that was what made me love it more and more. It's truly, and whereas there are times when, yes, the quarterbacks have to really literally lift the team, put it on the back, but there's a lot of times I've seen, whether it's the defense or the offense, well, in today's case, well, Saturday's case, it was special teams again. With the other game with the Packers and the Niners, as I said, I fell asleep, but from the recap that I got, there were moments where the special teams had to really turn up the thing, and that block kick thing that he did, that one guy did, and ran it straight into the end zone. Look at that, everybody making their own touchdowns. So, you know, whatever moment you get to shine, just shine and keep rooting, and keep going, and just take it one day at a time. So shout out to all those persons in our corner that I would call our special teams. All right, our special teams personnel. Yes. So this is just a little bit on January, you know, welcoming you guys to According to MzShellz 2022. We are going to have a blast this year. Keep rocking with me. There's some ideas and some dreams I have for the channel, and I want to really get it kicked off, especially starting in February. So I will be talking to you guys about that some more. So check it out, and make sure you follow me on Instagram, because that's where the party continues, the celebration continues. According to MzShellz on Instagram, same name. I hope you like my facelift. I did a little facelift on the channel. So tell me what you think about that. I thought I would go a little bit different from what I started. And I'm also going to keep improving and facelifting and tidying up and adding stuff there and there. So tell me what you think about the new look on the page. And don't be afraid to leave your comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Thank you so much for making it according to MzShellz today. It was a blast just having you and having this conversation, and I hope that we have a lot more conversations like this that will take us not only there but beyond. You know, we can go beyond to the next level in our dreams. Sorry. So don't forget to take care of you, because there's only one you. God bless you. Thank you so much for rocking with me. You have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of January. Let's keep this party started. Check out the birthday celebration for January coming up soon. That too is gonna have a different feel to it. So definitely tell me what you think about it when it comes out. All right. Peace be the journey. God bless you. Happy January. Happy New Year from MzShellz.